Hi, everybody. LifeFuels fam, what's up? Happy Friday. I am so excited to be joining you for our last yoga flow. So I'm going to teach for 30 minutes. Kaitlyn is going to join you at 12:30 to get you sweating even more. It has been such an honor to be asked by LifeFuels to coach you through some yoga. And I've just had a blast with you guys. I've gotten so many fun comments from folks about the 30-minute yoga class. For some reason, the 30-minute yoga class is really vibing with you guys. So if you haven't followed me on Instagram yet, hop on over to your Instagram app if you're not already watching. Follow Hooked on Phonics. I'd love to connect with you there since this is the last time I'm going to see you on the LifeFuels channel. And follow me there. I've got weekly, daily yoga classes sometimes, and I'm so excited to be offering this online stuff. So with that said, let's get into our yoga practice today. If you're at home and you're on a beach towel or a mat, come to a seat that feels easy to you. In yoga, sometimes we say a seat that balances effort and ease. So sit tall and proud today. It is Friday. You made it through another week in a very uncertain time in our world today. It is enough that you have made it through the week. Consider making it to the mat today just a cherry on top, just a bonus today. And as you begin to sit very tall and proud, I invite you to close eyes if it feels safe where you are. Maybe you're in the basement or in your living room or bedroom. I suspect some of you are breaking up your workday by taking a few moments to flow or to work out with Kaitlyn today. And let's just gather ourselves on the mat. Gather some good energy, some good juju, almost like you're pulling it into the space around you. And as you begin to feel that positivity pulsing through the molecules of air in the room where you are, begin to draw awareness to breath. The ancient yogis believed that the breath contained a life force called prana. And whether you're into that new agey yoga stuff or not, we know that breath does wonders for both the physical body and the mind. And so when we think about maintaining and increasing our mental health, we can also think about pairing that with movements in the body. And so let's start to deepen that breath that we're becoming aware of. Deepen inhale by lengthening it out. And then lengthen exhale as you send it forth. So let's just start to get that cadence going together wherever you are in the world today. Breathe in and breathe out. Couple more. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Last one together. Big breath in. And a big breath out. Gently releasing all breath from the body. Now, if your eyes were closed, go ahead and blink them open very, very wide. And then roll forward over your knees to your comfortable tabletop. We're going to come through those cat-cows that we've been doing this week if you've joined us for practice before. Let's find that easy cow pose. Belly is very, very low. Let's untuck the tail here. And then find a static cat. I want you to dome your upper back. Press the mat or the towel into the floor. Plus, press the floor away from you. And then coming back into that cow, belly is very, very low. Untuck the tail, look to the sky above you or the ceiling. And then into that cat. Now let's smooth it out. Inhale, transition with intention to cow. Transition with intention to cat. And then back and forth. Cow. And then your cat. Couple more here. Inhaling always brings you to cow. And then exhale, always to cat. And then 3 more on your own. Just start to find a cadence. In this system of yoga, we pair the breath with movement. So the breath tells us when we start a transition and when we end a transition. So just start to flow through that a few more times, cat-cow. And then I'll meet you in downward facing dog. Curl your toes under, lift your hips into the sky, and begin to pedal out your feet back and forth, bending one leg, putting all the weight into the other leg, and then back and forth, side to side. Start to stretch out your calves and your hamstrings primarily. Press the backs of the knees to the back of the practice space, wherever you are. And spread your fingers very, very wide at the top of the mat. Good. Now bend your knees very deeply. Look between your hands at the top of the mat. Walk or step all the way forward. So you're hanging your arms over your legs. So we're bending at the waist, letting our arms dangle very heavy. And then slowly roll up to standing, one vertebrae at a time. Reach your arms up and over your head. Look to the sky above you. Maybe take a back bend here. Press your hips forward, please. And then gently draw your hands to heart center, standing very tall and proud at the top of your mat. Maybe you shake your legs out if yesterday was a leg day for you. And we pause for that moment of intention here. If you haven't already set an intention, just remember why you're here. LifeFuels fam, why did you join us today? What are you seeking from this 30 minutes of yogasana? And what are you seeking from this 30-minute of HIIT workout today? You can set an intention for something very spiritual, like yoga, but you can also set an intention for your physical workout. So let's pause here to do that for both this class and the next. And we'll seal that intention with one breath. Exhale everything out of the mouth to start. This is your blank canvas for the weekend. Inhale through the nose, and then open the mouth. Exhale, let everything go, release it. Good. Sweep arms high to the sky. Inhale. And then forward bend, exhale. Halfway lifting, inhale. Step back to high plank, exhale. Pause here or touch the knees to the mat. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. This is the bottom of a push-up. Up dog or baby cobra, look to the sky. And curl toes under, lift your hips. Back into downward facing dog. Just 3 breaths here. Maybe you're becoming very static in your dog now that we've already been here. Second dog of the practice. Find a little more nuance in your posture. Now bend the knees and look forward once again. Walk or step all the way to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, lengthen spine, and forward bend. Dome the upper back. Sweep arms to the sky. Inhale. And then thumbs travel down that midline to heart center. Exhale. Let's go again. Warm the body. Arms rise. In breath. Forward bend. Out breath. Half lift. In breath. Stepper float. Out breath. Good. Your up dog is this in breath. And then your down dog is this out breath. Curl toes under. Lift your hips for downward facing dog. Now, lots of you at home, you don't even need to watch the screen, right? You can just listen to the cues. By now, if you've joined us, you know what down dog looks like. You know what up dog feels like. You know what breaths and transitions to use for each posture in our sequence today. That's the beauty of learning our yoga tradition, our yoga postures. Bend the knees, walk, stepper, float. One more time, half lift to lengthen. And forward bend to exhale. Sweep your arms up and overhead. Look to the space between your hands. Spread your fingers wide. Good. Let your arms fall heavy to the side. Standing very tall and very proud at the top of your mat. Okay, we're going to come into a standing balance called tree pose Vrikshasana. All right, so you're standing at the top of your mat. You draw your right knee into chest here. Pull it in very, very tightly. Okay, now watch this right foot if you're watching the screen. Otherwise, ignore the screen altogether. Just listen. you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Flex and point this foot. And then take this foot around in circles, around and around. And now open this knee like a book, like a cover to a book. And then place the sole of the foot as high or low on this standing left thigh as you want. Level 3s, you're up here. Level 2s on the calf. My beginning students, you're welcome here too. Place the foot on the inside of your left leg. Good, and then once you feel solid in the legs, bring your hands to heart center. Standing very tall and very proud. If you want to give your body a physical cue about what's happening with this right thigh, press it back with your right hand, and then join your hands back at Anjali Mudra. By level 3s, you might already be working into a deeper variation. Maybe goalpost arms feels good. Maybe you like an asymmetric arm balance. This one's called Gomukhasana, cow face. Chest is proud as we breathe. How about 2 more here? Let's say 2 more breaths to come into a full expression of tree. Last one, your full breath. And then gently take this knee, rotate it forward without slingshotting, and then place the foot on the mat. Shake out your standing left leg. So that left leg bore all the way to that pose. Let's give it a little shake. And then place it firmly into the mat. Pick up your left toes and place them into the mat intentionally, okay? We find that solid foundation, okay? And then bend that left knee. Okay, so bend that left knee, open it very, very wide. Okay, level 3s, you're up very high. Level 2s, you're on the calf. Level 3s, you're on the level 1s, you're on the inside of that standing right ankle. Okay, notice that that knee, that thigh is opening wide. Press your pelvis, your hips, slightly forward to help that abduction, abduction of that left leg. Stretching the inner thigh, shortening outer leg. And then take any variation you took on the other side. So maybe you reached your arms wide, maybe you took scarecrow or goalpost, maybe you reached overhead or took that asymmetric arm variation. Be creative today. It's almost the weekend. We get to create our weekend. Lots of us have time at home to either relax or to build a new schedule or try something that we've been meaning to try for years. Last 2 breaths here. One of my students told me she had started yoga after 10 years of telling herself that she was going to do so. Maybe that's you. Let that left foot land intentionally on the mat without slingshotting. Shake out your standing right leg. Good, so we're standing at the top of the mat here, toes together, heels slightly apart. Sweep arms to the sky. Maybe there's a back bend here today. And then forward bend, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Step or float, chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Level 3s at a power chaturanga. And we'll meet you in downward facing dog. Good. How does this feel in the legs? Are they a little warmer? Just by virtue of practicing today. Maybe your calves are stretching. Maybe your hamstrings are a little longer here. Good, 1 more breath here in downward facing dog. Beautiful. Now look forward between your hands, step your right foot to the top of your mat and rise to high lunge. Good, so the right leg is forward. Maybe it's bent at 90 degrees and then you start to reach. Reach through the fingertips to the sky above you. Externally rotate arms and shoulder sockets and sink deeper, please. Last one here. And rotate your back heel down. Interlace your fingers at your low back. Humble or devotional warrior. Some of you have heard this cued as devotional warrior. Good. Shoulder to the inside of your right knee. Some of you level 3s are bringing your forehead to the floor, to the mat on the inside of your right foot. Find one more breath. Humble warrior, bowing deeply. Good, and then rise back to warrior one. So notice that the back heel is down on the mat here for warrior one. Just a slight nuance between one and high lunge. And then open to warrior two. Chest is proud. We reach through these hands. Can you reach your front arm forward and your back arm back with neither leaning forward nor back? We stack the chest over our square hips. Good, one more breath here in two. Beautiful, now reverse your warrior. Send that front arm up and over your body. Slide these back fingers down the back leg, especially my beginning students. My level 2s and 3s, take another variation, maybe a half bind or a push and a pull. And now extended side angle. Reach that front arm down, left arm up and overhead. Reaching all down your left side body. So think of this one long line down the side body. Can you lengthen that line of the triangle here? Last breath as we breathe together. You're not alone on the mat. I'm here with you. Now we rise back to warrior two, please. Pause to reset. And then take this back arm, fan it up and overhead. Step your front foot back. Take your chaturanga or your vinyasa flow. And we'll meet you in downward facing dog. All right, left foot steps. Let's rise. High lunge. Sink deeply into your front knee. By level 3s, maybe your thigh is coming parallel to the mat, the floor below you. Level 2s and 1s, maybe your stance isn't the focus of the pose. Maybe the stance, the length, is not important. And it's really the balance today, how you feel left and right. Different focuses for different levels. Totally fine. We're all on the mat together. All skill levels today. Now interlace your fingers right at your tailbone, right at your low back. Rotate your back heel down. Take a breath and look to the sky. And now humble warrior bow. That shoulder, that left shoulder comes to the inside or on top of your left knee. Okay, level 3s, maybe you're a little deeper. Maybe your forehead comes a little closer to the floor or the mat below you. Just breathe into this devotional warrior. What does the name devotional bring up for you? What does the name humble bring up for you? See if you can express that in your pose. Last one here, your very deepest. And then rise to warrior one. So think about the difference between that high lunge we just took and this warrior one. What's the subtle difference in the hip here, right? That back heel is rotated down for warrior one, and we press weight into the sole of that back foot. Last one here, you can press your hands together or have them apart for one. Good, now open to warrior two. Chest is still very proud here. The shoulders are pulling down away from ears in warrior two. Good, maybe you sink deeper into that front knee. You're probably already preparing for the next pose, but sink deeper here just for a minute. Now, with that deeper expression of the front knee, stay there, freeze the legs where they are, reverse up into the sky. So we freeze the legs from warrior two to reverse warrior. Some of us like to sink deeper into that front knee in reverse warrior. Good, breathe into your left side waist, all the way up your left side ribs. There's muscles between your ribs called intercostals. Maybe some of you are trying to pull those muscles apart to stretch by breathing deeper. And now extended side angle. Bring that front elbow down to the knee, level 1s. Maybe level 2s, you're sinking this front palm all the way down to the mat. Level 3s, you have plenty of permission. Give it to yourself, a half bind or a full bind here. Level 3s, you know what makes sense. You know what progressions and modifications and variations are working in your body today. Last breath, an extended side angle. And now back up to warrior two, please. Pause for a moment. And then fan down. Take your vinyasa. We'll meet you in downward facing dog. All right, let's flow that just once together today. Step your right foot forward. Rising high lunge. Rotate back heel down. Humble warrior. You can guess that's on your exhale. Keep the back heel down. Press into that foot. Rising. This is warrior one. And then open like you're parting the clouds. Warrior two. Reverse warrior. Inhale. Extended side angle. Exhale. Back to two. Inhale. Fanning down. Stepping back. We'll meet you in downward facing dog. All right, from down dog, here we go. Left foot steps. Let's rise. High lunge. And then humble warrior bow. Exhale. Warrior one, sweep your arms forward and up. And then part those clouds. Warrior two. Beautiful, you guys. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Back to two. Inhaling. Fanning down, stepping back. Exhale, take your vinyasa, or we'll meet you in child's pose. Decide what vinyasa is right for you. And then bring your knees to the mat. Bring your forehead down to the floor. Spread your fingers very wide on the mat. And now widen the distance between your hands. So on the mat, move them a little bit wider than your shoulders. Now take this right hand, walk it across, place it on your left hand. Stretch through the entire right side of the upper half of your body. Through the armpit, your triceps, the lats. And then walk that right hand back out wide. Take this left hand, walk it over, place it on top of your right hand, stretch all the way down left side body. Now imagine you could shut off this right side lung. What would happen if no breath was expanding and all that extra breath could go into that left side lung? Could you pull this side body open, unstitch the ribs, and then gently come back through center, child's pose. Good. Curl your toes under, lift your hips for downward facing dog. Now bend your knees, look between your hands. We're going to end up seated in the top third or fourth of your mat. You can walk, you can step, or level threes. You're practicing a float through to your seat on the mat. Now, you guys have known and learned this week, I love a block for this seated Baddha Konasana. So if you don't have a block at home, who has a yoga block? Take a stack of books or a folded up blanket or towel. Also, a pillow totally does the trick. We just want a little elevation underneath the hips here. Okay, now take these soles of the feet, pull them together. Heels draw in a little closer. Take a bind on your ankles or bring your thumbs to the arches of the feet. That feels so good after a long week, a little poor man's massage, as we call it in yoga. Maybe some of you are already folding forward over your legs. Let those outer knees fall closer to the floor. Pull your belly button back to your spine and breathe. Last one. Let's take it together. Inhale and exhale. And then gently pull those books or whatever you've got under your seat out from underneath you. You might keep it within arm's distance just in case you want a little support in our next pose, our back bend. So bring the soles of the feet to the mat. Let's roll onto the spine, slow and steady. Just one vertebrae at a time onto your spine. And then if you'd like the block, I'm going to demo it here. We press into the feet, lift the hips, and place that block or stack of books or pillow underneath the low back, which is the sacrum, for a little bit of elevation. We're working on stretching the front of the hips here. This is our psoas. And breathing. Couple more breaths here. Maybe your arms reach overhead. Maybe you reach beyond the books or the block for an interlacing of fingers. Whatever feels right for your upper chest and your heart. Another breath here. Another opportunity to nourish and cleanse the body. And then gently slide whatever's under your hips off to the side. We're going to lower that back body and draw knees to chest, rocking left and right, side to side. Beginning to reintegrate the body. Now take happy baby, reach up for the big toes or whatever grip on the feet feels good. Pull these knees down beside your ribs. Imagine that your knee could touch the floor beside you on the mat. Start to stretch your hamstrings and the legs. Maybe you rock left and right, side to side, happy as a baby. Stay there as long as you need, or find a full body stretch, reaching arms overhead. Point through the toes at the very end of your mat. Arch your back and stretch your abdominals. If this feels good here, you stay here for final rest. If you prefer a more traditional shavasana, take your arms and slide them down beside the body, palms still facing up. Coming into a very brief rest today. We begin to think about how moving the body can also have the beneficial effect of calming the mind. So maybe these weeks have been challenging ones for you. Maybe thoughts have been unwanted or uncontrollable for the first time in your life. If that's you, I congratulate you for giving yourself the gift of a yoga practice today. Giving yourself a moment to focus on nothing but the movement of the body and how it works with the breath. I hope today and this weekend you find some strength and some solitude from your yoga practices this week. Maybe you've joined us for all three or just this one. Whatever the case may be, we greet the weekend with power and with light. And now as you find your very fullest shavasana, we'll gently move one hand to heart, place the other palm on belly. And as you feel the beating of the heart, we feel the purpose, the meaning behind our lives. And we remember that we are very needed in this world today. And as you gather your knees to chest one final time, roll off to the right side of your body, resting in a fetal position. In a sense today, after our yoga practice, we find ourselves reborn, reawakened, and renewed. Now, as you press up to a seat that balances effort and ease, just as we did 29 minutes ago, we exhibit in the physical, the visible body, how proud we feel on the inside, in the subtle body, in the conceptual body. We draw our hands together, lightly pressing palms at heart center. And I invite you to let those thumbs elevate to third eye, the seat of all human intellect. I bow in humble gratitude. May all beings gathered here in this live stream, but also everybody all around our world today, may we all find happiness. May we pursue our own health. And may we all find and encounter freedom. Wherever you are seated today, in an office, in your home, in a park, inside or outside, let's all repeat our universal human mantra, Namaste. It has been an honor. I am so humbled that you have all given me time to teach and time to make it on the mat today. Thank you so much, LifeFuels. Thank you to everybody who joined us for these yoga practices. I can't wait to see you on Instagram soon. Stay tuned for Kaitlyn. She's up next. She's going to take you through a sweaty workout. She's a talented coach, so don't sleep on her class, you guys. Thanks again so much for having me. I'm Hooked on Phonics on Instagram. We'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.
Hey guys, it's Kaitlyn. We are back, the third installment of 3 of our LifeFuels workouts with myself and with Alex. I am so excited to be back for one more. Today we have a HIIT workout. It will be slightly more high impact than we saw on Wednesday when we had our glute and core workout. That being said, you can always adjust, you can always modify anything to serve you and your body. Okay, so if I'm asking you to jump and you do not want to jump, I'll do my best to explain this again once we get into the demos and the workout, but you can totally do whatever is best for you. Okay, body weight workout. Unless you have weights, you can grab those. If you have bands, you can grab those too and just work those in as we go. All you'll really want otherwise is some water and a mat, okay? So we're gonna get started in our warm-up. I'll meet you at the back edge of your mat. Let's go. So from here, you guys, we are going to fold forward, walk it out, find your plank position, okay? Nice and strong, we lock out through the arms, neutral spine, we're not dumping into the back or lifting up the hips. We walk straight back, stand up tall, we go back out again. We're gonna walk out, find that strong plank, walk back. Give me a few more like this before we add in a little push-up at the bottom. Make sure you're breathing, big inhales and exhales. Again, we find a nice, strong, solid plank. Stand it up. Now, on this one, you're going to give me a push-up at the bottom, okay? So I'm going to show you from this front side. I'm going to walk it out. I'm going to push up. You can see my arms aren't super high up or super close, okay? I find a 45-degree angle for my push-up at the bottom. Walk it back. Stand up tall. Keep going here for about 12 more seconds. I've got the clock. I've got your back. Keep moving. If you cannot do push-ups on your toes today, drop down to those knees. Make sure your hips follow forward. From here, after you complete this next rep, you're going to meet me standing. We're going squats. So from our standing position, guys, chest up, heels down. We squat, driving the knees apart. And just start to think about your breath. We inhale on the way down. We exhale on the way up. You can see from the front, right? I'm driving those knees apart. And then from here, I'm going to go right away into a reverse lunge, alternating. I'm going to step back. Big step. Finding about 90 degrees in both knees. And then once you're comfortable, we're going to sweep those arms up. Big reach. A nice stretch from the hips all the way through the shoulders as you reach those fingertips up above your head. Move at your own pace. Once again, I've got the clock for you. Don't worry about it. Stick with it, guys. 15 seconds to go. After this, we're going to get the heart rate up a little bit, okay? So we're going to move into some reaction drills. High knees, butt kicks. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. High knees. Knees go up, crank those arms. Knees drive straight up. We go butt kicks, heels up. High knees. Butt kicks. High knees. Butt kicks. I'm going to pull a fast one on you. We have squats in 3, 2, 1. Down and up. Control your breath. Inhale, exhale. We're going to do that one more time. Here we go, guys. From the top, high knees in 3, 2, 1. Butt kicks. High knees. Butt kicks. High knees. Butt kicks. Squats. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth as best as you can. We are almost done this warm-up, getting ready for our first round of work. Guys, we're going to work 30 seconds at a time. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you have weights, you can grab them right at your shoulders. Otherwise, go body weight. we have lateral squats, so our feet start together. Take a big step out, squat, together, squat, together. Chest up, heels down. First 30 seconds. Once again, I have your clock. You just got to do as many high quality reps as you can in 30 seconds. In 3, 2, and 1. Step together. Step out, squat together. If you have weights, they're right up at those shoulders, and you control that breath. Inhale, exhale. Halfway. Then I'm going to demo move 2. 8. Stick with it, guys. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Eyes on me. Move 2. We have that walkout. This time we had shoulder taps. Walk out, find that plank. Tap, tap. We walk back just so the hips drive up. Find a pike. Walk back. Tap, tap. Walk out. Shoulder taps. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Solid plank. Slow taps. Your goal is to not let your hips shift side to side. We stay squared off to the mat. We control the reach, control the reach. Another option is always, you can lower the knees, keep that angle forward in your hips. You're over halfway, 10 seconds to go. We have one more move in this round, and then we repeat these moves again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Eyes on me. This is where the cardio component comes back in. We practice those high knees, but now we travel with them side to side. So from the side angle, I'm going to travel in your direction and back. So knees come up, to the side, back. Arms stay sharp, chest stays tall. 30 seconds in 3, in 2, and 1. Up, 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 up. Just try to keep the number of steps even in either direction. Keep it sharp, guys. Keep it sharp. Keep it clean. Precise 15 seconds to go. Then we're right back to the top. Lateral squats. There's no break. We're going to go right into those squats in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet together. Squat together. Squat together. Chest up. Heels down. Stick with me. 10 down, 20 to go. 15. 10. 5. Remember, walk out, shoulder taps in 3, 2, 1. Hinge forward. Find your plank. Tap, tap. Walk it back, hips go high. Walk it back out. Tap, tap. 10 down, 20 to go. Remember, no breaks. We're going to move right through these. So this does not last too long, you guys. 10 seconds and we're back in those high knees. In 3, to your feet. In 2, and 1. Knees up. 30 seconds. And then we do these 3 moves one more time through. 10 down, 20 to go. Guys, it does not matter how fast you move. It doesn't matter how many reps you get in. All I want you to do is move for 30 seconds at a time. When you rest, you rest. Then get back in as soon as you can. Back to those squats in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out, in, out, in. Breathe. Like you're sitting in a low chair. Halfway. Walk out, taps. One more time in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk out, tap, tap. Walk back, walk out, tap, tap. Notice I'm not shifting too much, right? That's your goal. And if you're shifting a lot, it's just something to work on. 15 seconds and high knees one last time, and then I promise you get a break. Back to your feet in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep that laser focus, right? Sharp arms, sharp legs, over halfway there. 10. Coming up on a rest. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Breathe. Maybe take a knee. Keep your head above your heart. Breathe. 1, round down. 2 to go. So 3 brand new moves. Remember, in round 1, I'm going to demo 1 at a time. For now, I just want you to focus on your breath. Grab some water, towel off. Great job so far, you guys. Okay, so move 1. 2 parts, and we're going to alternate the legs, okay? So right leg first. I'm going to lunge back, kick through, lunge forward. Left leg, lunge back, kick through, forward. We're alternating, right? 30 seconds at a time. Take your time, not a rush. High quality movement. Here we go. Right leg up. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step back, lunge. Step forward. I'm going to step back so I don't run into you. Step back, step forward. You alternate, right? Right, left, halfway. Less than 10, and then I demo move 2. It's one of my favorites. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, guys, eyes on me. It's a sprawl into a crab. On your back, we reach out, heels lifted, hands lifted. We plant the feet and the hands, drive up. Booty down, reach, plant, lift. Now, if you have it, from here, you come up and reach, fingertips to opposite toes. I'll go with you guys. We go in 3, in 2, and 1. Extend, lift, kick, kick, or extend, just lift. Try out which option works for you today. Make sure you breathe. Halfway there. 15 seconds, then we go into that cardio move, which will always wrap up each set. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job, guys. Eyes on me. Move 3 here. A lot of times, people call this a frogger. You can call it whatever you want, okay? It's basically a transition from a plank to a deep squat. You can step or jump. So I'm going to start my plank. Feet jump up wide, hands up. Plank, squat, plank, squat. You want to bring those feet outside of those hands so those heels don't creep up. If you don't have quite the mobility to keep those heels down, keep your hands down and don't lift up. Here we go. 30 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. Jump back, or maybe you're walking, which is totally fine. 10 down, 20 to go, and then we're right back into those lunges. Come on, LifeFuels. Here for 10. It's Friday, getting the blood flowing, having some fun. 3, 2, and 1. Back to your feet right away, no breaks. Lunge, forward, switch. Lunge, forward, switch. 20 seconds. And then we go back down to the ground, sprawl, crab, with that optional reach. 12, 10. Nice job, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I come down to my mat, sprawl, crab, reach if you got it. Sprawl, crab, reach if you got it. Halfway. And then we're in that Frogger for round 2 of 3. 10. I told you guys on Wednesday, my mom keeps trying to do these, so I'm so curious to see how she likes this sprawling crab reach. Here we go. Froggers in 3, 2, and 1. 30 seconds. Remember your options. Remember your modifications. There's no shame in modifying. You listen to your body. You do what works for you. If you got this, I want you to go double time. 10. 5, we go back to lunges. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back, forward, together, back, forward, together. Keep going, guys. We're lunging one more time. 15 seconds, and then we are back in that crab reach. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So maybe this time you try that reach if you haven't yet, right? Now that you've established this first part, can you maybe attempt that kick? If it helps you, think of it as like a soup bowl down at the bottom, right? We carve out the body before we come in. 10 seconds and we are back in that Frogger. Guys, one more time and then a break. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When I teach classes, I often have people clap at the top to remind you that you're still in it. You are still going and you are still making noise. Halfway. 10. A break coming up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe. All right. Talk to me for a moment, right? Settle in, catch your breath, grab some water. Shake it off, okay? We have one more chunk of work. That's it. 3 moves. I try to follow lower body, upper body cardio. However, unfortunately, when we're working out at home with no equipment, it's really hard to open up the back, right? It's hard to do rows. So if you have weights at home, try to do some rowing motions, okay? Because most of your classes, we're going to focus on like push-ups or planks, things that are really going to get you into your chest, okay? So really try to open up the back a little bit. First move in our final round, we have an RDL, Romanian deadlift. If you're not comfortable doing deadlifts, you can always go down to a bridge on the floor, but let me show you. So we're going to start standing. I'm going to place my hands behind my head. I am going to hinge forward from my hips, shins stay vertical, hips fold back. My back is flat. I feel this all through my hamstrings and my glutes, and then I squeeze my glutes to stand up. I fold back. I'm not bending forward. My booty goes back behind me. Stand up. Here we go, guys. 30 seconds in 3, 2, 1. Fold on the inhale. Exhale. Stand and squeeze. Halfway. Ten. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Move 2. Guys, we're going to go into a side plank rotation. So I'm going to show you from this front angle. I'm in a high plank. I'm going to open up, twist, come back to center. I'm going to try to let my eye gaze follow my hand up toward the sky and then back to center. I'm rotating, lifting the hips, taking my time, okay? If you need to, you're just in a plank hold. We go in 3, in 2, and 1. Steady controlled. I'm lifting my core, my belly away from the ground, lifting my hips away from the ground on this side. It's a great time to remind you guys that not everything we do in these workouts has to be super intense all the time, right? We need adequate rest to go as hard as we can on those much harder intervals. Guys, you're here for 3, 2, and 1. So I want you to treat this side plank rotation, this RDL, as movement prep and time for you to prepare mentally and physically for what we're doing next. 10 mountain climbers, 1 squat jump. Okay, so from the side, it looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Feet come up, squat jump. 1, 2, 3, 10. 1 jump as fast as you can, as hard as you can. 30 seconds and we're back at the top, guys, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sharp. Halfway. You have 10 seconds. And then we need to come right up for that RDL round 2 in 3, 2, and 1. Control it. Halfway, 15. 10. Get ready for that side plank rotation in 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to come down, plank, rotate, center, rotate, center. Take your time. Remember what we are preparing for. That third exercise should be crazy. 10 mountain climbers, 1 squat jump in 10 seconds. Now, if you want this challenge, you're going to add in an extra squat jump each time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. My first set, 1 jump. Second set, 2. Third set, I go for 3. 10 seconds, then 1 final round. 5, RDL, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Breathe. Reset. Last set. Less than 90 seconds of work. And then all we have to do is stretch 15 seconds until that side plank. 10. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Plank position. You know what to do, guys. Less than a minute now to go. We take it one move, 30 seconds at a time. 15. And then you know what's last. In 10, we go back to those mountain climbers. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's get it, guys. Remember, you can add in that ladder. Halfway. Last 10. Come on, Friday. Finish it strong. Last 5. Final 4, 3, 2, and 1. Breathe. Great job, you guys. Wipe the sweat. Shake it off. And I am going to scoot my mat a little bit closer so you can stretch together. Have a seat. Let your legs go long. So while we're here, let's just take a big inhale. Maybe rotate to the side. Keep the torso lifted. And switch. I can hear my dogs running around upstairs. They're ready to go outside. Up to center this time. We're going to fold forward. Reach for the feet, or maybe halfway down your shins if that's as far as your body allows you to go today. Because from here, you're going to bend one knee, cross the opposite leg over. You should feel this stretch through that hip. If it feels good, you can gently shift side to side. I know Alex has enjoyed teaching with you guys. I have thoroughly enjoyed teaching with you guys. We hope you're staying safe and healthy. Let's switch. We hope you're staying hydrated. I hope you're listening to your body, right? You don't have to work out every day of this quarantine. It seems to be all we're inundated with these days. Do what serves you, okay? Do what makes you feel good. I am Kaitlyn. You can follow me on Instagram at Kaitlyn Dene. It is KAITLYNDINNEH. I am here for you. Happy to help. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you guys.